Hey guys, it's Chloe, and today I am here with a brand new video. Today I'm here with my amazing boyfriend, Will.i.am.
Hi, that is me.
So a couple of months ago, we posted the first video in a mini-series called I Picked My Boyfriend's TBR, and then a month later we did part 2, and now we're here with the finale video. Basically in part 1 and part 2, I picked 30 books all together for him to read for a class that he had to read 30 young adult books in. And it did not go as planned, but it went okay. So basically what we're going to be doing is talking about the books that he read, the ratings he gave them, and maybe we can compare them to my ratings. Okay, so I picked a variety of books for him to read, but who's the only author that you read from?
Marissa Myers.
So what's the first book you read?
I read Cinder.
Which is one of the books that I suggested. I can't remember if I suggested the whole series or just the first one, but you read Cinder. And what did you think of that?
It was interesting. By the end, it kind of felt like, wow, that's it. Kind of like it was just all build up, all set up for the rest of the series.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was great.
What would you rate it out of 5 stars?
Out of 5 stars, 4.4.
4.4. And I gave it, according to Goodreads, I read it in beginning 2017. No, I reread it in 2017. I was like, there's no way that's right. I originally read this book. I finished it. It doesn't say when I finished it, but it was 3 years ago. And I gave it 5 stars. And I've reread it once since then, which was in 2017. Next, what did you read?
Then I read Scarlet.
And what did you think of that one?
I liked it better because they're escaping. There's better characters. Mm-hmm. I like it. It's great.
And what would you rate it out of 5?
I would say 4.7.
4.7. I rated it a 4.5 because I didn't like it as much as Cinder, and that was also I think 3 years ago.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
I don't like that book as much as the other ones. For me, I don't care for the characters as much. And what did you read next?
Well, then.
What comes next?
Cress.
Cress, yes. What did you think of Cress?
Well, I forgot it because it was so terrible.
You didn't like that one?
No, it's so hot. It's the desert. Oh, there's sand in my ass crack. Oh, God. I'm so thirsty. He looks thirsty, but he's not going to drink his water. He loves me. I would give that a 4 out of 5.
You gave it a 4 out of 5?
Yeah.
I gave it a 5 out of 5.
Okay, the ending was a lot better than the desert.
The desert?
Scenes. It's not just a scene. It took like fucking half the book. Can you curse in this?
I don't care. I'm not monetized anymore. YouTube took that away from me.
Assholes.
So what did you read next?
Then I read...
I don't think you read Winter right after that.
No, you told me. I read Fairest.
You read Fairest? Okay.
Which I believe is my favorite book of the Lunar Chronicles.
And why is that?
Because I love that sort of like backstory of why she's such a bitch. Just love that. Like sort of like, oh, I'm just this victim, and like just seeing it transform. It's great. It's kind of like Heartless. I'll get to Heartless soon.
And what did you rate that?
5 out of 5.
Me too. What did you read after that?
Then I read Winter, which
Okay.
was like 2 books in one.
No.
It was kind of confusing because like it was just a
It's just because it's so long.
New scene, new action. They got this person. They got that person. They're free. Now they got this person. It's just, oh my God, just I don't know.
It's just really long.
It's like almost like those comical, like I think Star Wars when they're firing their little lasers and they're always missing. It's almost like as soon as you get one of the people, just put them down. I don't know why they're always holding them. Like, yeah, just kill them. No, I'm holding on to them, and then he escapes. Rats, like for the 5th time. Like, for fuck's sake.
And what did you rate it?
4.6. I mean, I think it's the second highest because there was so much action, which I like. But it's just so like I don't know. Queen Lavarn is such an idiot. Like I would just kill them immediately, not just like I don't know, not toy with them.
And I also gave it 5 stars.
You give everything 5 stars.
This is one of my favorite series. Like it's up there.
After that, I read Stars Above.
And what did you think about that? Because those are the individual short stories. I don't think I'm gonna ask you for like a full 5-star, like what your star rating was for on this.
Okay,
it is a lot
so
of
the
stories.
ending. Okay, so I know for certain my favorite part was like the Little Mermaid retelling with the intro.
I don't understand that because that was the most confusing one to me, and I didn't like that one.
I love that one.
I need to reread that one.
And like the worst one was the wedding.
That was my favorite one.
It's so dorky and just
Well,
so not dorky. It's just so cringy.
Why?
So cringy.
Why?
It reminded me of the ending of Winter when I'm just like, just be over with already. Everything's so happy. It's just all the loose ends are done. I'm like, I don't know. It's just, it's too Disney.
It's too Disney. I mean, they are fairy tale retellings. And what did you read next?
After that, I was going to read Heartless, but then you were doing a live show about arch enemies, so I stopped doing that and just immediately dived into Renegades to catch up.
And what did you think about that?
I loved it. So out of 5 stars, I gave it a 7.
You gave it 7 out of 5 stars?
I got extra credit.
Okay, I mean, I gave it 5 stars. So I'm really glad you like it because it's really Renegades was something very different that she did when it was released.
It was better.
It wasn't a fairy tale retelling, so
It's better.
Yeah, I think it was very different when it was first released, and it's still really good. I still love that work, and I love everything.
I just like because I like that superhero like sort of the other side. It's kind of like the Watchmen, but it's kind of like Venture Brothers. It's just like I don't know what it is. It's just I love that kind of superhero. Not the one that you stand out, stops crime, and then bounces. It's kind of you see them at home, eating ice cream, just being all normal, seeing all their flaws. I love that. So after that, then I read the sequel, Arch Enemies.
Around the same time I did too.
Which I
think I finished it a couple days before you.
It's not as great as Renegades, but it's better, in my opinion, than the Lunar Chronicles. So I would give that, a 6 out of 5?
You're so good.
So 7 out of 5.
It's still good enough to be over 5 stars. I give it 5 stars. I really enjoyed it.
Because it was less action-packed, less like establishing the universe, and more just ethical dilemmas.
It puts a lot of things into perspective.
More ethical dilemmas.
Yeah, a lot of ethical things.
And so it's I don't know, because there's just so much happening in the first one, from point A to point B. This is almost like they are in the same place, just, hey, look at this.
Yeah, and I feel like it left off very similar to how Renegades did, because Renegades ended on a cliffhanger. This ended up on a cliffhanger, and there's one more book next year. What did you think about... because that was the Once Upon a Read-Along Book of the Month.
Yeah.
What did you think about participating in the live show? Did you actually like that?
I did. It almost, it doubled your viewers.
I mean, yes. You watch anyway, though.
Yeah. But now I understood.
So now are you going to be, do you think you're going to read the monthly read-along group each month? Or monthly read-along book each month?
It would depend.
On what it is?
Like the next one is what?
What If It's Us?
What If It's Us? If after that is, the 5th book of a series, then...
Yeah. Anyway, so back to Marissa Meyer. What did you read next? Is this the last book you read?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Heartless.
Yes.
Okay, so I think I read 12 chapters of Heartless before I switched to Renegades, then Arch Enemies, and then back to finish Heartless. Hated it. I hated it up to chapter 40, right around the theater scene. I don't want to spoil it.
I don't remember. I have to reread it.
Then it was amazing. I was like, who broke this part? Marissa Meyer, point out the ghostwriter who did this, please. Because I don't know, it was just like Great British Bake Off, and then became like Ferris. It just became
an origin story.
What you were hoping to read about.
Yeah, I feel like Heartless, because it is the origin story of the evil queen, or the Queen of Hearts, excuse me. I do think that you have to look at everything in her life as a whole. In the beginning, it's her mother doesn't want her to do this, but it's what she loves. Blah blah blah.
Teenage girls.
I still have to reread it though.
5 stars. I would. It's tricky. After chapter 40, I rate that like a 6 or 7 out of 5. Before chapter 40, I would rate that at 1 out of 5. So I'll say that for all those books, I didn't actually read it. I listened to it on audiobooks on my drives to work.
Which, there's a huge debate on BookTube of whether audiobooks is it reading, and yes, it is reading.
Yeah.
I think there's people outside of BookTube that don't consider it to be reading, and then BookTube does consider it reading. I consider it reading.
Or would it be considered listening?
I guess.
I'm still listening to the books. I know the books.
Yeah, you read, was it 9 books? You read 9. So you read 9 books.
I read 9 books.
Over the course of the semester, which was 4 months.
Which is 9 years of
August,
reading.
September, October, November. 4 months. 3.5. Let's say 3 months.
I say 3 months.
3 months?
I started late.
You did. I still think that's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think you did a good job. For somebody who doesn't read, I think you did a good job. I'm glad that even though you didn't read like all of the stuff I picked, which is fine, I'm glad that you hooked on to this one author who I love.
I basically
And-
Netflix and chill the shit out of it.
You read
Read the whole series. Yeah.
everything except you have to read Wires and Nerve and
Which you can't
volume 1
listen
and
to,
2
which you can't listen to.
because it's a graphic novel.
Ah.
I'm excited for you to read that. I'm hoping you continue reading after this, like after this whole experience. Okay, so and then last question before we finish up this video: would you do something like this again? Like if I picked your TBR or if I recommended a book, would you do it again?
Sure, but can I suggest a book to you to read?
Is it the one that reminds me of like Mrs. Doubtfire? The name?
Mrs. Dalloway?
Yeah. Was that gonna be it?
Sure. Just classical books, yeah. Just Virginia Woolf's like crying.
So proud of you.
Yay.
Guys, that is all we have for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want to see more videos with Will.i.am in them, click that like button and that subscribe button. And if you don't, click that subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like, check out my vlog channel class. It's linked in the description below. And if you'd like to see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so click subscribe so you can be updated for when I post those. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.
Bye.
In the darkness, I don't feel so cold. The ashes fall like rain, and somehow we're okay. My story drifts between shadows and smoke.